How often do you think about your heart health? Are you aware of the risks of cardiovascular disease? Well, let's dive into the heart of the matter. Cardiovascular diseases, encompassing coronary heart disease and stroke, claim the top spot as the leading cause of death in the United States. Particularly at risk are Blacks and Hispanics in underserved communities. It's a sobering reality, isn't it? But there's good news. Cardiovascular disease is largely preventable. Stay tuned to learn how you can keep your heart beating strong. Heart Smarts, a health program, is here to empower you to live a heart-healthy lifestyle. This program is not just about information, but about transformation. It offers a comprehensive approach to help you understand and achieve heart health. Heart Smarts is committed to reducing the incidence of cardiovascular disease, the leading cause of death in the United States. The program focuses on underserved communities where the risk of heart disease and stroke is greatest. Through education and empowerment, Heart Smarts aims to turn the tide on these statistics. It's a call to action, a call to change, a call to live healthier, longer lives. Heart Smarts is about arming you with the knowledge and tools you need to make heart-smart choices every day. It's about the power of prevention and the promise of a healthier future. Remember, Heart Smarts is not just a program, it's a life-changing journey. It's about taking control of your health, one heartbeat at a time. But don't just take our word for it. Listen to these stories from people who have benefited from Heart Smarts. Imagine being told you're at risk for heart disease, a leading cause of death in the United States. Now picture having the knowledge and tools to combat that risk head-on. For people like Maria, a single mother from an underserved community, Heart Smarts was a beacon of hope. The program informed decisions about her heart health, ultimately reducing her risk of cardiovascular diseases. And then there's John, a middle-aged man who was once a prisoner of his poor lifestyle choices. For him, Heart Smarts was not just a program, but a lifesaver. It opened his eyes to the risks he was taking and gave him the push he needed to commit to a healthier lifestyle. These are not just testimonials, they are life-changing stories. Stories of empowerment, resilience, and triumph over heart disease. These are real stories from real people who have seen the impact of Heart Smarts in their lives. Are you ready to be the next success story? Your heart health is in your hands, and with Heart Smarts, you have the power to make a difference. It's time to take that first step towards a healthier lifestyle, a step that could redefine your future. Heart Smarts is not just an ally, it's a beacon, guiding you to make informed decisions for your heart health. So why wait? The path to a healthier heart is just a click away. You'll find the link to Heart Smarts right down in the description below. Start your journey towards a healthier heart today with Heart Smarts.
Have you ever wondered how dreams would look if painted on a canvas? Lsalvidor Deli, a master of surrealism, did precisely that. Enter Lsalvidor Deli, a name synonymous with the surreal, the bizarre, the dreamlike. This enigmatic figure was more than just an artist. He was a master of his craft, a visionary, a provocateur. Born in the year 1904, in the small town of Figueres, Spain, Dali was destined to leave an indelible mark on the world of art. From a young age, it was clear that Dali was different. His childhood was filled with brushes and colors, sketching the picturesque landscapes of Catalonia, capturing the beauty of the mundane in his unique way. His parents, recognizing his extraordinary talent, encouraged his artistic inclinations, nurturing his creativity, and fostering what would become a lifelong passion. As Dali grew, so did his ambition, leading him to the illustrious Royal Academy of Fine Arts in Madrid. The Academy, a breeding ground for Spain's most gifted artists, it was here that Dali began to truly hone his craft. It was a place of learning, of exploration, of discovery, where Dali immersed himself in the world of art, studying the works of the greats, absorbing their techniques, their styles, their philosophies. But Dali was not one to simply follow in the footsteps of others. No, he was a trailblazer, a pioneer, a maverick. He was determined to create his own path, to forge his own style, to make his mark in a world that was teeming with talent. And it was this relentless pursuit of individuality, of uniqueness, that would eventually lead him to surrealism, to a realm where dreams and reality intertwined, where the impossible was made possible, where the ordinary was transformed into the extraordinary. From the humble beginnings in Spain to the Royal Academy, Dali was on the path to becoming one of the most influential artists of his time. When did our young artist first dip his brushes into the pool of surrealism? Let's find out. In the early 1920s, Lsalvidor Deli discovered surrealism, a movement that sought to liberate the mind by rejecting rational thought and embracing the dreamlike and bizarre. This was a sea change for Dali, who had been studying at the Royal Academy of Fine Arts in Madrid. But his unorthodox ways clashed with the Academy's traditional teaching methods, resulting in his expulsion. This was a turning point in Dali's life, not a setback, but a leap into the unknown. Following his expulsion, Dali made a beeline for Paris, the epicenter of the art world. Here, he was introduced to the Surrealist group, a collective of like-minded artists and intellectuals. This was a pivotal moment for Dali, as he found a community that embraced his eccentricities and encouraged his exploration of the surreal. During this time, Dali developed what he called the paranoiac critical method. This was a process of tapping into his subconscious, accessing his fears, obsessions, and dreams, and channeling them into his art. This method allowed him to explore his inner psyche and bring his wildest imaginations to life on the canvas. Dali's work began to take on a new form, with dreamlike landscapes, distorted figures, and bizarre symbolic imagery. His paintings became visual representations of his subconscious, filled with hidden meanings and personal symbolism. This innovative approach to art making set Dali apart from his contemporaries and marked him as a leading figure in the surrealist movement. It was in Paris where Dali truly found his voice as an artist. The city not only provided him with a platform to showcase his work, but also fed his creative spirit. He was inspired by the city's culture, its people, and its energy. This inspiration seeped into his art, resulting in some of his most iconic works. Paris, the city of lights, not only illuminated Dali's path, but also gave birth to his unique style of creating art. Dali transformed his wild dreams into spellbinding art. But what were these masterpieces? To delve into the mind of Lsalvidor Deli is to embark on a journey through a landscape of the fantastical and the bizarre. His work is a reflection of his eccentric personality and a testament to his vivid imagination. Let's start with perhaps his most iconic piece, The Persistence of Memory. This painting, with its soft melting watches strewn across a bleak landscape, has become synonymous with the surrealist movement. This masterpiece encapsulates Dali's fascination with time and dreams. The melting watches are said to symbolize the fluidity of time in our dreams, where minutes can feel like hours, and hours can pass in the blink of an eye. It's a captivating exploration of the subconscious mind, where the laws of physics and logic hold no sway. Next, let's look at The Elephants, another of Dali's famous works. This painting features elephants with elongated, spindly legs carrying obelisks on their backs. Dali often depicted elephants in this way, symbolizing the fragility of our existence and the weight of the human condition. It's a stark contrast to the traditional representation of elephants as sturdy creatures, once again showcasing Dali's unique perspective. In his paintings, Dali often incorporated themes of dreams, time, and the subconscious. He was truly a master of translating his dreams and hallucinations into art, using vivid and often unsettling imagery. His work is a window into his mind, allowing us a glimpse of his wild imagination and eccentric personality. Dali's eccentricity wasn't confined to his artwork. He was known for his flamboyant personality and peculiar habits, such as walking his pet ocelot on a leash or driving a car filled to the brim with cauliflowers. This eccentricity was reflected in his art, with its bizarre and dreamlike imagery. He was a true eccentric, both in life and in art. Yet, despite the bizarre and often unsettling elements in his work, Dali's art is undeniably captivating. His paintings are a juxtaposition of the ordinary and the extraordinary, the real and the surreal. They draw you in with their intricate detail and hold your gaze with their startling imagery. His work is a testament to the power of the imagination and the allure of the subconscious mind. Dali once said, "What is important is to spread confusion, not eliminate it." And indeed, his work often leaves us with more questions than answers, compelling us to delve deeper and explore the labyrinth of his mind. In Dali's world, clocks melted, elephants had long, spindly legs, and dreams were not just mere figments of imagination but tangible realities. His masterpieces are a testament to the boundless possibilities of the imagination, inviting us all to embrace the surreal and celebrate the extraordinary within the ordinary. Dali was not just an artist. He was a storyteller who shared his life through his autobiography, The Secret Life of Lsalvidor Deli. This book, written by Dali himself, is a whimsical narrative that offers an exclusive peek into the mind of one of the most eccentric artists of the 20th century. It's a tapestry of memories, dreams, and reflections that weave together to create a portrait of a man who was as enigmatic as the art he produced. Diving into his autobiography is like stepping into one of his surreal paintings. The themes that pervade his work, dreams, the subconscious transformation, they're all here, but in the context of his personal life. His words reflect his obsession with the mysterious and the bizarre, and they give us a deeper understanding of the man behind the mustache. What's particularly intriguing about this autobiography is how Dali blurs the line between reality and fantasy, just as he did in his art. His stories range from the mundane to the extraordinary, from his childhood experiences in Catalonia to his encounters with fellow artists like Picasso. But they're all told with a surreal twist, leaving the reader to question what's real and what's a product of Dali's imagination. At the heart of this book lies Dali's philosophy of paranoiac critical method. This was his unique approach to creativity, where he would tap into his subconscious, allowing paranoia and irrationality to guide his work. It's as if he's inviting us into his psyche, revealing the method behind his madness. There's a sense of theatricality in his writing, a flamboyance that mirrors his persona. His descriptions are vivid, his anecdotes are eccentric, and his insights are profound. It's a colorful narrative that dances between the real and the surreal, much like his paintings. As the pages of The Secret Life of Lsalvidor Deli unfold, so does the intricate labyrinth of his mind, revealing a man as surreal as his art. Dali's brush may have stilled in 1989, but his influence still vibrates in the world of art. Lsalvidor Deli, a maestro of surrealism, left an indelible mark on the canvas of modern art. His unique blend of dream and reality, his audacious imagination, and his ability to translate the subconscious into tangible masterpieces have continued to inspire artists and captivate audiences worldwide. From New York City's Museum of Modern Art to Tokyo's National Museum of Modern Art, his works are revered, studied, and admired. His influence extends beyond the confines of museums and galleries, reaching into the realms of fashion, cinema, and even digital art. His bold, idiosyncratic style has become a beacon for those who dare to push the boundaries of conventional art norms. In the grand tapestry of art, Lsalvidor Dali's threads continue to weave surrealistic dreams, making us question reality and explore the depths of our subconscious.